If you've been hearing and thinking about Bitcoin lately and you're curious but you don't really get what it's all about, well then you've come to the right place, because today we're going to be breaking down what Bitcoin is in the simplest terms, so you know what it is, how it works, why it's important and what the future might hold. So let's get stuck in. So what is Bitcoin? Well, in the simplest terms, Bitcoin is a type of digital money, a bit like cash, but it only exists online. It was created in 2009 by an anonymous person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. But unlike regular money that's controlled by governments or banks, Bitcoin is completely decentralized. It basically means there's no single entity that controls it. It's kind of like how the internet itself isn't owned by any one person or any one company. Okay, so how does Bitcoin work? Well, this is where it gets a little bit technical, but stick with me because Bitcoin runs on something called blockchain technology. Imagine a digital ledger, like a super secure notebook that records every single Bitcoin transaction ever made. And this ledger isn't stored in one place, but across thousands of computers across the world, making it basically impossible to hack or cheat. When you send Bitcoin to someone, it's recorded on this blockchain. But here's the cool part, there's no middleman like a bank. The transaction goes directly from you to the other person, and it's verified on that network of computers. This makes Bitcoin very fast, very secure and very efficient. So why is Bitcoin important? Well, there's a few key reasons. First, it's a way to take control of your money. With Bitcoin, you don't need to rely on banks or governments. You can send and receive money from anywhere in the world, anytime, without worrying about bank fees, delays or restrictions. Second, Bitcoin is scarce. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. And this scarcity is similar to gold, which is why some people are calling Bitcoin the digital gold. And as more and more people start to understand Bitcoin, its value is very likely to increase over time, making it a good investment. Now, Bitcoin is still relatively new, but it is growing fast, as you've probably seen. And investors are starting to see it as a smart asset to hold, like Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy. And people like that are often promoting that Bitcoin can become a major part of our global financial system in the very near future. So imagine a world where you can use Bitcoin just like you use cash or your credit cards today, but without the fees or without the third parties or having the trust of third parties to manage your money. That is the vision behind Bitcoin. And that's one of the main reasons that so many people are excited about this and its potential. So if all of this sounds interesting to you now, you might be wondering how you get started and get involved with Bitcoin. Well, the good news is it's easier than you think. You can buy Bitcoin on various platforms, store it in a digital wallet and start using it for transactions or just hold on to it as an investment. I've done many videos on this channel showing you exactly how to buy Bitcoin and how to store it on a digital wallet. I recommend you go and watch these videos after this one. But just remember, just like any investment, there are risks involved. And the main risk is you not understanding it. So it's important to do your research, understand what you're putting your money into, only put money into something that you're willing to lose. But in a nutshell, that's Bitcoin. So I get that this was a really basic video, but there's a lot of people that just don't understand what it is and they're overthinking it. And hopefully now you understand what Bitcoin is, how it works, why it's important, and what the future might hold. If you found this video helpful and you want me to do more of a deep dive on this, then give it a like, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this video with anyone else that you think might be curious, and let's continue the conversation. I'll make more videos like this and I'll deep dive on Bitcoin and the opportunities that I'm looking at in Bitcoin, and you can make an informed decision. So let me know what you think about Bitcoin yourself. Are you planning to invest or just watching from the sidelines? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, take care, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.